Hello Rosebuds, thank you for joining me today. I rushed home from work so that I could grab some David Austin standards to unbox for you. Of course I'm wearing white, so I anticipate these are going to be a muddy mess and I'm going to regret it, but I can't wait to get in there and share these roses with you. So I'm going to do this here on the porch, and hopefully the wind is not too bad. I'm learning how to use my mic and I'm just not as good as Ken. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. What do we look for when we are unboxing a standard? A standard is a tree. We are looking for really the same things that you're looking at with a bare root. Are they completely covered in plastic? The entire thing, canes and roots. Did they stay moist in shipment? Is it the variety that you ordered? Are the canes green? Look at that graft. Make sure that it's not soft, and make sure that we don't see any growths on those roots that would indicate gall. So let's get in here really quick. I think the roses are running about $80 now for standards. In years past, they come with a stake and the tie. They've changed it in recent years that the standards used to have a really nice rubber tie, I think that said England or something on it, and then they just moved over to a simple tie that wasn't as nice. Let me back up here so you can see my head. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, they went back to the ties that I was just telling you about. I was so disappointed in previous years when they didn't include this. This is just a really nice rubber tie to go around the rose to secure it to the stake. Thank you so much, David Austin, for going back to this. This is so nice. I'm really excited already. Let's get up here. Okay, so we are off to a good start. I see that the roses are enclosed in plastic. I am tickled with these ties, you guys. It's the little things that just set this fender apart so that you know that you're getting quality. Okay, so let's set that aside, and we have stakes. These are not as nice as the stakes that they've used in the past. They were 2x2s, so these are just a little bit smaller, but I think it'll work. In fact, I know it'll work just fine. Let's see how many roses we have here. We've got 3, and I've got a bunch of ties. It looks like they sent over 6 of the ties, so that would be 2 for each rose. Exciting. 1 standard. The canes are coming out of the bag, so that is not ideal because it's gotten a little bit dry, but we are going to put these in a baby pool of water, just submerging the roots, and I'll do that for at least 24 hours, but with my hectic schedule, I've been soaking my roses for considerably longer. I've had to soak them for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, and they've been just fine. So don't be too hard on yourself if it takes you a little bit longer to get them in the ground. What are we looking at to make sure that they're not dried out? Just that those canes are not striated, so that they're so dry and thirsty that you see lines in the canes. And right now, this looks really good. I see a little bit of powder. It looks like powder on this white part here. It's not mold. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 grafts on this. So I've shared with you before that I think that standards, if you're looking for a little bit of height and variety in your garden, it's just a great deal. 5 grafts, if you think about it, that could be comparable to 5 roses at $30 a piece would be $150. That's just me, justifying an expensive purchase. All right, so let's look down here at the roots. I've got really nice roots on this. Okay, so you can see this is a little bit flatter on this one side, and that's because this is where it was staked in the ground. So when I put this in the ground, I'm gonna try to stake mine and use that same side since the roots are already growing away from that. All right, now I've seen this before and I wondered what it was when I first saw it. Do you see this here, this pink? And guess what that is, Dr. Huey? That is a vigorous climber rootstock saying, I want to grow, I want to be my own tree. So if you let this grow, it's going to grow straight up next to it, and it'll be next to your standard, competing for energy and nutrients. So what do I do with this? I'm going to take this and let me grab my clippers real quick. Certainly just push it off with your finger. And often I think, well, I could push it off with my finger, and then if I have my sealing hormone, put pruning sealer on it. But what you want to do with this is you actually want to cut into, can you guys see this? You actually want to cut into this root slightly. You want to somewhat damage the that area so that it stops trying to push Dr. Huey out, and it hopefully puts, it gets wounded, so it wants to create more roots from that area. But that's how you take care of Dr. Huey. The rose itself, just so you know, the roots feel a little bit dry, and I think it's because it had that hole pierced in the top, but bonus points because they tried. So we're going to go ahead and set that one aside. This rose looks really good. I'm excited. Again, I have one root that has popped out here. They get an A+ for trying to cover the entire thing. Am I going to contact David Austin on anything that I have seen so far? No. Make a mental note. You could take pictures of, if you want, of the roots and the bags not being completely sealed, but I honestly think that it's going to be just fine once we get them hydrated. Now my rose got a lot of humidity in shipment, and so it is already trying to push out new growth. It says, I'm in a greenhouse, there's so much heat in here, I'm ready to grow. So I'd like it to slow down a little bit because I'm not ready. But looking at this one, I've got 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't have as many canes. In fact, this is Scepter to Isle over here. Who is this? This is Olivia Rose. So you just want to make sure that it kind of has enough canes on each side that it's going to make a nice full rose for you. Look at these roots. I mean, it's wider than me. This is really impressive. Looking down here, because I know that you guys are inspecting your roses. Do you see this? This is, these are roots that are popping out. How do I know that? Because I try to ask you guys to look for any kind of white growth. This white growth was here, and a couple of days ago I might have been a little bit more concerned, but I would have seen that it had roots coming out of it, and that is what these are here, new roots. So this one looks good, except for being a little bit dry. Okay, this is Princess Anne. I got 2 of each variety, so when I open the other box, we'll go look at those real quick, but you should see the same varieties in that box. I'm not as happy with this one, you guys, and I might take a picture of this and show this to them. The reason why I'm not happy is, look, I mean, there's nothing on this side here. I just have, a couple of puny grafts on this side. Who is this? Princess Anne. So I'm actually going to take a picture of this and send it to them, and I anticipate their response will be, give us time, get to us later this season and let us know. But this definitely is not as nice looking as the other ones, and it'll look kind of wonky on one side. The roots look good. I see another one of those Advantageous roots that I was just telling you about. Okay, that one was a little muddy. Let me grab the next box. Okay, it had six ties in that box too. These are sealed, looking good. Okay, this variety is Scepter to Isle, and again, this looks like a nice, okay, so I'm worried about this. This looks so good. Look at this. Can you see how they have a tie here they have a plastic tie that has grown into the rose. Why am I concerned about this? Because I had a dappled willow tree that happened to, and the top, as it kept growing, it's eventually snapped off. So that's not good, and they're going to get an email on that. Otherwise, the rest of the rose is nice, formed well. Besides being a little bit dirty, the roots are huge. They look great. My auger is definitely going to be needed to get those into the ground. So far, out of 4 roses, 2 of them look good, 2 of them I have a complaint. This one looks like it's going to be another Princess Anne, and it's just tiny. I'm not happy, guys. Did you all get Princess Anne in a standard form, and was yours kind of dinky? These are really puny. Okay, so same issue. It's just flat on one side. Do you see? There's nothing really growing here. This will. So this one doesn't look as bad as the other one, but it's not great. Looking at the roots, smaller roots, so this just tells me that this variety may not be a great rose on a standard, but I think my friend Yvonne has Princess Anne. Yvonne, if you're watching, comment and let us know how your rose looks. Okay, and this must be Olivia, right? Wait, that was Olivia that I just showed you, not Princess Anne. That's a tiny Olivia. This one looks okay. I would say if you are thinking about ordering one, the Scepter to the Isle looks really good. But the other varieties are looking a little bit weak to me. So what are we going to do? Put them in a baby pool, soak them for at least 24 hours. I might soak them for a little bit longer just because of time constraints. I'm going to take pictures, talk to David Austin about my concerns. But I hope this video is helpful. I hope to see you in the next video, and thank you so much for joining me.